Okay, we're gonna give this a shot. Let's see what happens. Okay, who's a fraud? Okay, you guys got me. I don't know. Well, we'll see if it straightens up. I can't tell yet. But I did reboot the computer. I did another thumbnail, the whole 9 yards. So we'll see. I think it's maybe the internet might be a little bit overloaded here in the house, but we'll see. But it seems to be running pretty smoothly. Everything seems to be running well. I know you guys can hear me. I know you guys hear the music in the background when I'm not saying anything. I know you guys can see me on the cameras here. So we're going to give this another try. Okay. Anyway, it's about 7 minutes to 1 or so. We're going to do a mountain, a real mountain, painted more or less the real way. Best I can. But somebody wanted K2. Why would they want the second largest mountain in the world? I don't know. But we're going to do K2. All right. Okay, and I will remind you and anybody who looks at this video later on in the replay, as of this time, next week, next Saturday, it will be my birthday, and we're going to have a auction of some of my, about 30 of my paintings. A few of them are just about, here, you can come get these. I got some extra laying around here. Yep. Some of them are like the museum type pieces that I thought I would never get rid of, but they're big, and yeah, I took a lot of time with those. Those are going to cost a little bit more, even though they're reduced more than half the price. I got like 2 or 3 of those. But my main goal is really to get another camera, another main camera that can have the same quality as this camera here. All right. I do have, unfortunately, a camera that produces that, but my HDMI doesn't work on it. Everything else works fine on it, but I don't want to send it to the shop and wait 3 weeks and pay the price of getting another camera. So that's kind of, that's flogging a dead horse. So I won't do it that way. So, you lost 37 pounds, or did you gain 37 pounds on the Krispy Kreme diet, Billy? We don't even have a Krispy Kreme in my area. I had to drive over an hour to go to Krispy Kreme. And I don't think it's worth it for a box of donuts, no matter how good they are. I'm just going to have to look at that red on light and wave to it. If they got a camera looking at the red light. All right, anyway, we're going to paint K2. As you see, I put part 1 up there. I noticed it might be a part 2 to do this and get it correctly. All right. When you paint a mountain from real life or a photograph, they're not really the type of mountains that you see me paint or anybody else with the mist on the bottom and all that. It's kind of a picture thing. Most mountains don't have, well, the majority of them really don't have all that mist. It all depends on weather conditions. And they got a very, very beautiful, high detailed photo of this incredibly large mountain. Okay. And I can guarantee you, from the vantage point of this mountain, it's probably still, who knows, maybe a couple miles away, and it's absolutely mammoth. It's a great photograph. I guess the photo would look great if it was like on a huge screen or something, to show you how massive it is. Really, you really can't really capture how large it is in a photograph that's only 9 by 10.5 or something like that on the screen. So I caught it, Sonia. I see it. There we go. So much easier to do it on an Android phone. All I gotta do is just touch it. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay. I got my coffee ready. I got my little paints out there. We won't use. Well, yeah, we will use this. We'll probably end up using the gray and the blue a lot for this. Okay. So while I'm talking to you guys, we're gonna get this started. Of course, a brush just hit the floor, and I don't know what size it was because I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It is the script liner, to which we won't be using right now anyway. I'll get it a little bit later. All right. It is a very simple, plain blue sky for this. I'll get rid of my photo, and we'll go to the stretched out version. I think my watch battery on this is going. Oh, that's why I was pressing mute. Whoops. There we go. I pressed the mute button. Not that it matters, because this is independent of all of that. All right, and we'll slide this nicely over here. All righty then. Okay, you guys can see the top. There's a little blue strip. What is this? 14 by 18 or something like that. The canvas, so it's not 16 by 20, a little smaller. All right. Okay. And this time I used DaVinci, my DaVinci program to sketch the mountain out for me, and put the key areas in for where the snow and gravel or whatever it is on the mountain, and then the preceding little bits of whatever mountain that's in there. Okay. All right. Like I say, different approach, but right now we're gonna just do the sky. Okay. Let's get enough blue paint here. A little touch of white in there. Lighten it up a little bit. I'm gonna need a little bit more blue and white for this. This is more of a traditional style painting. I hope I have enough. Let's put a little bit of water on this brush. We'll loosen up the paint just a little bit, get it flowing. It is a very even sky. Okay, because the sky obviously is not the focus of the mountain. Okay. So I'll just use this 1-inch brush and we'll put this on here. And once again, it's got a little water in the paint, just a little bit. I'm hoping to get it all in here, all in one shade. We'll see as we go through this. I'll just paint somewhat paint the 1/2 here. See how we do here with this. One could hope I had enough, but I didn't. I know I didn't. Let's try to match it up as close as I can to the other side. A little bit lighter. Get some more blue in there. Get some water. Pop it in there. All right. Hopefully I got this color matched right. We'll find out in about a second. I think we did. I think we got it. I think we got it here. All right. I think I did. I think I did it right. Get it as smooth as possible here. And obviously mixing it with water is going to dry quickly. Just gotta be careful where I'm putting these strokes at here. As I'm doing it, smoothing it out, I'm overlapping each stroke, every other stroke. I want it fairly plain. It's just a plain blue sky. That's it right there. We will be delving back into this blue when we start sketching out the actual mountain itself. Okay. Hello, Rosemary, I see ya. I see you, Rosemary. I see you. Okie dokie then. Let's take We'll work with the darker mountain here. I'll use a slightly smaller brush. I got all of my brushes like packed over here on this whatchamacallit. It's kind of in the way, but it's all right. I was watching Bruce this morning. He's starting to do some interesting things there, I must say. Okay, we're gonna go into our brown. We're gonna put it right here on top of this blue. Okay, so we're mixing all these guys together. All right, get a little more blue, put it right in there in the brown, mix it in there. All right, we'll darken it up a wee bit. As I'm looking at this thing, I'll add a touch of black, just a slight touch. Pop it in there. Alrighty, that should do. Hopefully I got enough of this paint on here, but we'll find out in a second or two. Alright, we have two batches of mountain that share this darkness. Okay. Now, yes, I am going before, I'm not going directly from back to the front, because this mountain's a little prominent, or not prominent, it's just color wise it's dark, and I want to get rid of some of this. And this is a different approach to the mountain. I gotta learn to make more paint. Now, mixing it with water, as you can see, it can get a little bit it can move around a lot, and you got to be careful with it, because I got to get more brown. Let's get more brown, really put it in there. Let's get some more of that blue, pop it in there, and some of that black, mix it in there. Just want a nice dark mix here. Now stir it around right on the brush. It's okay. A little touch of a more black. All right, just mix it in there. So it's like a mix of the brown and black in there. Okay, we'll come here. Yeah, we're good. I do have the photo. I have the photo right here. I'm looking right at it as I'm doing this. I mix this color in. Okay. I think I'm gonna invest more in this blue tape too. I like the blue tape. Now, when you mix with the water, be careful, because you don't want to get rid of the binding on this. If you overstroke these things, it'll start getting the little white patches, and you think, you know, putting more paint on it or whatever, or keep wiping it, it's going to take it away. No, you're taking it off. Okay, sometimes you might have to go back over it again, but you have to wait for it to dry. No problem. Just wait for it to dry. Okay, over here on the other side, we still got some this weird dark stuff happening right up in here. My main thing really is to get a nice sharp edge to this fella. I'm looking, it has a, there. So approaching a mountain like this, it's more of a traditional style. It's not the wet on wet style. I remember as a youngster being interested in painting, but I didn't have the patience. And I'm like, yeah, it takes too long, blah, 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 blah. But it was way before I discovered who Bob Ross was. So I just lost interest in it back then. All right. I guess we can just aim this camera downward. Let's see if I can move the whole unit. Can I move the whole unit? Yes, I can. I'll straighten it up like that. All right, we're good. All right. In this area, it's a certain type of funky tannish brown going on there. All right. It tells me my YouTube stopped. That's funny. I don't know if it's gonna come back now. Yes, resume watching, please. Bring me back. Let's see what happens here. Of course, I go to an ad. Of course, it gives me top messages again. I like it better when YouTube is a lot more simple. Okay. All right. Let's go with a little bit of white. I got white on the brush, or brown on the brush, so we'll lighten it up a little bit. It's a nice batch of gray I'm looking at here, but this gray has a little bit of little bit of yellow in it. You gotta be careful popping in yellow in this because it has a tendency to turn kind of greenish on you. Okay. Just be careful. All right. Now to combat that, I'll use a little dab of red. Can you guys see that color? No, it's too far away from you guys. But it's just a little dot of red I'm gonna put in there, and it's just to bring the color as close to the photo as possible. Just a little touch of red in there. There we go. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. That's cool. That'll work for me. That will work. Okay. Do I have enough? Probably not. But we're gonna work with it anyway. Let's do this. I'll do it this way. What I'm gonna do is the lighter color. I'll do that first. Okay. Right where the snow is here. So the lighter color going on. Yep, you can see me. Okay. Now you guys gonna hear the snap of the other camera, the DSLR camera. Like that. Bring it down here. Like this. Alright. And the approach is still the same, ladies and gentlemen. I am just blocking in color. Alright. That's all I'm doing. Blocking in color. Now, we have a little bit of a corner thing going on here. I'm gonna use a little bit of this darker color. Just like that. And I'm looking at where the weird sunlight is hitting on this guy. And it is kind of odd. So I'm just really filling that out, painting that out. So it's just different hues of the same color. It's where the sun hits. All right. And that's what I'm doing right now. It's just filling out all of that. We have some things going on here. It's a little dark. I'm going to sketch that in right now while I got this color going on. And I'm looking at planes. Just like so. And we got little patches going on in here. As I'm looking at it, patches around this color. Okay. I'm looking, I'm staring, looking, making sure I got what I need to get there. Okay. Now we got to go back into our darker color here. Let's add a little more blue to this dark mix. So I got blue. I'm just dipping that blue into this brown color. It's just a different variation of dark. All right. Okay. Anyways, right in here. Put it right in there. brush a little bit. Okay. Different variations of dark. This will make sense once I start putting in little details and such. Okay. Well, it's a lot different than the there we go. Put it in there like so. All right. As I'm looking here, as I'm looking at certain things here, I can probably, I'll leave it like that. I'm just looking at where I need to put the dark stuff at here. I see a patch here. I'm just trying to gauge everything to where it needs to be. So I'll get to your text in a second here. Just like that. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Yes, please, thumbs up for me. I need them. Please, help, help, thumbs up. Help up, help, thumbs up, thumbs down, cross thumbs, a middle finger, whatever, put it on there. Let them know that you gave me a few minutes of your precious time. Okay, let's take a filbert. We'll take a filbert. My filbert has seen better days. I do go through brushes. And if you paint as often as I do, you'll find that you'll be going through brushes too. Let's go into our titanium white. We're going to use this bluish gray stuff here. Okay. We'll stir it in there with that on that bluish gray side there. Put it right in there. Okay. Mix it in there. I know it may appear to be dark for snow, but compared to what we have going on, not really. But we're going to put a little bit of snow in there. Okay, yes, it's dark, it's all right. It's going to make more sense once we lighten things up. You got sunlight playing all sorts of games with this stuff. But once again, I know it looks a little dark for snow. It does. But there's a method for the madness. Okay, there really is. The filbert brush I find comfortable to use because I can do ultra thin or I can do thicker. It depends on the size of the filbert. Okay. Once again, I'm in the blocking in stage here. All right. Getting little snow patterns going and all that good stuff. And when you're doing a mountain and a subject like this, you break things off into little groups, all right? Trust me, you'll thank me later. Break out off into sections. Okay, and I'm looking at things still. We have a little bit of love all up in here too. Just like that, pop it in there, like snow is trying to, it's trying to get in there, but the gravel is holding it at bay a little bit, all right? But that's what's happening here. Okay. Something like that. There's no snow here. Got a little bit of snow here. Got the snow here. Got a little bit on the corner saying hi. Just like that. Alright. Like you say, it's a little on the gray side. It's alright. It's alright. We're going to let that tack up a little bit. There's no snow at all here. There's little patches of it in here. Alright, but we're going to put some gravel and little details like that in there. Okay. We actually got a lighter batch of gray. We got a little bit of a weird sunlit kind of thing happening on one corner. And we're gonna put that in there right now. Mixing that bluish white in there to get me this kind of color. It's right in here. Little tip of it here. And it goes at a weird slant right in here, just like that. Pop it in there. Just tapping in this color. Spread it around a bit. All right. Put it right in there. Once again, you're just blocking things in, all right, before you get to other details. You start broad, and then you work in your details, all right? Obakabi. Yes, you do have to consider perspective. On this, the perspective is pretty much there because of the color. You follow me? Okay, it's really because of color. All right, the whitest, brightest thing is going to be K2 itself. All right, and the size of it. So what we have that's kind of dark and whatever. Now you got to think of shades and hues here. Okay, all this dark stuff is up in front in our face. Okay, the light will be represented as bright. It's going to be shades of gray and blues and whatnot, but it's going to represent being further back because the key to it is that it's closely going to resemble the sky color, which brings this back and brings all of this stuff here up front a wee bit more. All right. So now you're talking about aerial perspective. Okay. This has a little bit of snow and it's got this weird wedgy thing going on right in here. And then it's got some bits of snow. I'll just use the side of the brush for this. And even with me doing this, I'm still blocking things in. Just like that. It's got a little bit of that hanging out. Doing, little cutesy things like that. But it does have a bright little stripe of snow that's gathered around its ridge. Oh, right here. It kind of traces it like that. Like a little weird line. Just like so, all right to the top there, like that. So there's certain key things that you're looking at that kind of sticks out a wee bit. All right. And so I'm just slowly putting things in a somewhat perspective here, doing this stuff. Okay, let's go. No problem, Hoswina. Okay, I'm reading some of your chat. That's why I stopped. Okay. Now we got like a lot of gravel stuff like that going on with these rocks here. All right. I'm debating what type of brush I want to use. I think I found one. Let's use the beat up flat brush. We're gonna concentrate on the pebbles, more or less. So a little bit of white. We'll go in here in this funky grayish color, just like this. I'm gonna use the side of the brush. All right. And I'm gonna start here with this little fella just to get it out the way. And we're gonna get these little gravelly things going here. So the paint's gonna break up, look kind of rough. And what I'm looking for, what I'm doing is looking for doing patterns. So let it break up like that. Okay, I'm still in here with it. So it's a lot of dry brush right now. And yes, I'm going a slightly different color for the opposite edge. Let it break up, get these little chippy things in there. Okay, I'm gonna go into my white. And very lightly pop in some of that snow. Okay, like that. Get some more white. And we're gonna, even if I have to just touch it, look like little rocky things going on there. And that's just me tapping like that. Okay, get some more of that white. And we're gonna go over that thin line of snow here. Right up there like so. All right, just crazy little things like that that's going on with it. All right, let's go into our white. All right, we're gonna go back into our little brownish. I'm gonna get the slightest touch of blue, wipe off a lot of that, and put it in there. Okay, and a little more white in that. Let's brighten that up a little bit. All right, we'll come here in this so-called dark area, right in here, you slide the brush. We're gonna build this up gradually, also. Okay, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna throw in some of that up in here a little bit. Okay, we're gonna take some of that same color. We're gonna come back here and add a slight bit of love in there. Come out here. Bring some of that shade down to here, a little bit lower. We'll take this and give it a little curve, like that. Same concept, brighter color. We're just gonna go with the titanium white. We'll just drag that titanium white out here on the side of the brush. Okay. All right. So it's a little brighter up here. Like this. And you see the direction I'm going with it also. Okay, just straight titanium white. A bit at a time. Okay, a little bit at a time. Okay. And then we're going to keep it moving. Right up here on the top. Got the white going on there. This is the brighter stuff. It's going to go near the top here. Like that. And I'm concentrating on And I'm really concentrating on where the bright stuff is. We got a little strip here. Once again, I'm going by sections. I'll lay it on pretty heavy on the top, and then I'll lighten it as I go downward. Okay. Take care in doing all of this, all right? Just keep it light. Sometimes you'll be going back over this, all right? So you let it dry up a little bit. Okay. And right now, more or less, I'm concentrating on the snow itself, and then we'll get into the gravel stuff with the rocks. All right. Okay, we're going back over it again. Very directional, thicker paint this time. Sometimes I don't have to stroke. I can just tap into it. So you don't have to have such a heavy-handed approach to this stuff. Okay. There's little snow packs here and there in it. All right. And I'm gonna have to tighten up the focus on it because that's just what it do. The more stuff I layer on, the camera's gotta refocus itself. So that's what's going on. That's what you're seeing. Once again, I'll tighten up the snowpack in certain spots. And I am looking at it as I'm doing it. A little more titanium white. I'm going right directly towards where the sun is hitting it spots. Okay. So it's just those little details. Particularly here. Brightness in here, going downward. See, it's a lot different doing a mountain like this because one, I'm going by a photograph. All right, so things are a little different. The approach is a little different. Okay, let's get some straight titanium white, and let's see if I can get a good edge on this. This is a 1/4 inch flat, and you've seen its better days. Okay, it definitely has seen its better days. I'm not gonna lie. I'll just tap some brightness right there. That's about it really for that. All right, there's not really much snow here, a lot of gravelly things. Okay, we got our snow here. We'll be working on our little gravels and rocks and stuff like that in between all of that. There's no snow here. There's bits and pieces of snow here, but we're gonna get our gravel and stuff going with that. Yeah, yep. It will take some time. Exactly, you're right. It will take time to do something like this. Most definitely. I want to get another brush. We'll do it this way. Oh, where are we? I gotta get a brush that's kind of flat. This might work, but I need something a little more on the square side. Or I get a smaller brush. Yeah, with a smaller brush with a smaller area. We might be able to play with it that way. Okay, we're gonna go into some brown. We'll put it right here. A little touch of yellow, it will mix it in like that. This might work. This might work. This might give me what I need. Maybe a little darker brown in there. Okay. This might work for me. Okay. We're gonna come over here on this side. Gotta be brighter. So we'll dip a little white in there to brighten that up. Okay. And you're thinking of a whole bunch of little dots. There, this will work. Group them really close. You're thinking of gravel now. Don't try to color everything in. Get it close to that snow. Keep some of the dark brown in there. But now you're thinking of texture. Colors first, then you get the texture in there. All right. Looks like little gravel bits. And you pack them close together so it doesn't look like all mechanical. Don't try to rush it either. You can always bring some of the dark black if you got it too brown. The darker color you can always bring back. What I'm trying to say. Okay. And remember to let it give it a chance to dry. Okay. I want a little blue in this, so I'm gonna get a touch of blue. I'm gonna just come over here, pop that blue in there. Get some of that brown, pop it in there. Just get some more brown, put it in that bluish mix. I'm just tapping it in there. It's a slight color change right in here. Okay, and once again, I'm thinking of texture. This is a little dark for you guys to see. That I know. We'll lighten it up a little bit. So I'll just get a slight touch of white, pop it in there. We'll lighten it up a little bit, because once again, you guys can't really see that too well. I'll lighten it up a bit. Put it in there. I think you guys can see that a little bit there. All right. A little touch of white, put it here. We'll slyly, very coyly lighten up little areas there. Just like this. Tap it in there. Okay. All right. Okay, something like that. Here we can do that, a little bit of that here too, because there's some lighter stuff. Well, actually, that is it. And it's the lighter spot right in here. Tap it in there. And once again, you're thinking texture now. Turn my brush around and get some of that in there. Once again, you want to make it not look mechanical. Okay. All right, we got some dark going on there. Get some brown. We'll put it right here. Get a little touch of black. Throw it in there. All right. This pop a little blue in there. The reason why I'm putting the blue in there, it brings it a little closer to that color, and it gives a little variation in there. There we go. Once again, I'm thinking texture. Might be a little dark for you guys to see it, but it's in there. Okay, but it's in there. Now what I will do is I'll take this dark, I'll flatten it out, get a little touch of white. And there's little bits of glowing things in there like this. And there's one in here, got a weird shape going to it. It's got a little line going here, down here like this. Okay. Okay. Like that. As I'm looking at certain things here, I'm gonna go back into that dark. We're gonna clean my little tiny brush up a little bit. I'm gonna put some shading in there real fast. We just use this dark brown. We'll do it with this. All right. Okay. We're gonna come over here. And we'll get that dark right in there. And this is gonna come around and slant. Like that. Now, it's easy for me to see it because once again, I'm doing all of this in sections. Okay. It's like mentally I'm painting on a grid. So now I can work on what's called contrast between these rocks and such. All right. Something like so. Now you can just see in this section how things are starting to turn out and starting to look here. All right. And once again, we're doing all this in sections. Okay. Let's take a little touch of white with this brush. Same brush, I didn't clean up nothing. All right. We're gonna do a little stronger highlight on this side, and now you're layering things. As the paint dries, you'll see that it dries a little darker than when intended, and so you're building up certain areas a little lighter than others. It comes around. You still got a little dark patches, but you're really emphasizing the lighter areas. All right. You'll find that your work is slowly getting a little more character to it here. And when you go about things like this, you're really just emphasizing more of about contrast. As you can see, okay, there's a little bit here, but it's stronger here during the bright part, and then it kind of tapers off. Stronger here and it tapers off. Okay. Really kind of gravelly looking things going on there. I'll get a little peek here. a little peak here. A little bit of something there. Okay, we can pretty much leave that to its own devices right there. All right. You guys can talk to me. You guys can chat. I'm going to take a larger brush. I'll take this guy. I just need brush that's a little fuller there. Okay, right there. Oh, a little bit of fullness right there. All right. No, I didn't ask for you to be nice. I asked you to give me questions, talk to me, keep my interest. You know.
Make me feel like I'm doing something.
Let's pop this light on so I can even see it here. Got some black, get some brown right in here. Now this is generally kind of darkish, all right, but I'll throw in a little white, a little bit of blue in it. Okay, then we'll introduce more black. Pop it in there. All right, and here we go. And here we go. Oh, too dark. You guys aren't gonna see that. I have to lighten it. A lot of things that I'm doing right now, I have to lighten it because one of the camera. You guys can't see jack, so I have to lighten it a little bit. Okay, or you know, the point is move. There we go. All right. Just like that. Now I know that most of this mountain is gonna look like this, okay? Well, once again, we can return some of the dark. We can return, yeah, some of the dark. There's gonna be snow on here, so don't worry about that. But you can see what I'm doing here. You get an interesting little patch going. Okay, one thing is important is the angle. All right, the angle is at this slope. Okay. So no matter what the patch might look like, you're definitely gonna have that slope thing happening. Okay, and I'm gonna shell off this part of the rock, so it emphasizes this here. Okay. But no matter what, you still got it at an angle. And I just gotta watch myself, see where I'm at. Okay. Now, I'm doing this more or less so you guys can actually see what the heck is going on with it. Since my script liner brush is on the floor, I never did get it. That's okay. I'll use this. I'm gonna strongly highlight the edges, and the edge of this guy is pretty crisp, pretty defined, like that. It's got a little bit of an edge to it. That's pretty thick there. Right in here, that's a little thick. Little get rid of some of that. Okay, but there is a defined edge there, and you guys can see that. So right now we're messing with dark on dark. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's what's there. It matters how you do it. Silky chickens. Yeah, chickens can be kind of fickle. You know, you'd be surprised what they'll let in their little click. Which is why they call them clicks. Just saying. Okay, we got our dark. Okay, we got a dark here. And it's a triangular type of thing going on. So I'll do the general slope of it. And then it kind of comes up and it angles downward. And I'm just taking a little bit of just black and put some of those in there. They're in groupings. So I gotta see where I'm at in relation to the mountain and this kind of funky curve. So I'm really emphasizing the curvature of the mountain here. Okay. So we're really dealing with dark on dark. And I'm gonna place it in a way where you guys can recognize and see that it's and it's the crevices and the shadow that's going on there. So you guys can see that now. It looks like little slates of rock happening there. Now you guys are actually seeing how I'm doing this. Okay. And you see the angle of what's going on with it. As you see what's happening there. All right. And I don't have to add too many of them. But I will accentuate where it is pretty dark there. All right. You see that? Okay. It's going to get real interesting in a few seconds. I'm going to put in just some black here. We'll come over here. A little average black and white right here. I know you guys can't see this too well when I blend right in here. Now, it might appear to be too dark, but give it a chance. Give it a second. It's not as dark as you think. The color will fade. So it is just those extra little brightened rocks there. All right. And you see where I'm placing them. They're placing them on that lighter color. Not all of them will have it like that. I don't need a lot of that. And once again, it's dark rock. The sun is hitting. The sun is hitting it a little bit. Okay. I didn't forget about that. That's even a little further back. But we're not concentrating on that right now. All right. Ooby kitty. Let's get with another flat brush. Thank you. It matters. Good to see you. Let's go to our white. We'll put it right here by this gray. You guys don't see this. Let's do one of those numbers. I'm right here. Yep. Light gray. We're going to pattern in some snow. This will really tell you where the angle of the mountain is. Okay, and it's not in a lot of places. Tap it in like this on the flat bits right in here. Okay. I know where more or less the place is. It's in patches here. just like so. All right. Yes, put it in gray first, and then you build the white up on it from there. Okay. And when the snow is close to that one mountain, you want to still show off that you got a mountain in front of a rock in front of the other rock. Get us some more gray going here. Okay, something like that. Not much. All right. Okay. Pure titanium white. Let's take this. Well, you guys shouldn't be able to see that. No, you guys can't see it at all. I'll bring it to where you guys can see it. We'll put it right here. This pure stuff right here. Side of the brush still. All right, here we go. A little dab will do you. Keep it in the same angle. So you want some trailing. All right, just to see the path of where it's going. So make it directional. You're not hearing me talk too much, sorry. Yes, I did discuss that. Yep. I did not mess with the larger mountain. Not yet. Nope. I worked with the guys in the front, ones that are darker. I did focus my attention on these guys first. Very unusual, yes. I usually work from the back toward the front. But this is the main fella. We're going to spend a bulk of time with Big Boy here. The guys here on the bottom, it's not really too bad. Pretty cool to work out and do. So yeah, it was my preference to do it this way. So I don't make a habit of doing it this way, but yeah, I did do it this backwards this time. A lot of detail and a lot of hoopla is going to go into Big Boy over here. Okay, I have a grouping of 3 or 4 here, 2, 3, 4 to deal with, and then I wanted to tackle the Big Boy. because of the details, and it's what stuck out to me really. I wanted to get the smaller guys out the way, which is why I did it. And that's the only reason why, because it's not much to them, okay, other than how I showing you how I did it, and I can focus my main attention to the monstrosity up here. But that's the only reason why I did it. Yeah. So what I gotta do now, more or less, is this fella here, which is kind of dark by itself. Okay, so where I'm really playing with a lot of shade on shade here with this guy, because he's a little further back. You're not gonna see too much, even if I'm looking at it right now. Okay, you're not gonna see too much. And once again, that goes under aerial perspective. So I'll just take a little water into this darker gray here, okay, with the flat brush. Once again, I'm just dealing with dark on dark here. So with that being said, here we go. And I'm just putting in some off lighting here, because once again, he's dark. Okay. And I'm representing shapes right now. It's gonna look pretty cool once it dries. All right. And just let it darken up. I'm gonna add a little bit of blue into I'll put it right here, it doesn't matter. A little bit of brown there too. Okay, a little darker, a little more brown. Our brown's getting beat down. No, this is cobalt. It's not the darkest blue on the planet. All right. And we're gonna mess all in the dark. No. Yeah, no. Add a little more blue. A little more blue. I want, because we're messing with shade on shade here. And it is dark. We gotta get a separation between the snowbank here, the hill here. So you will be able to see it when it dries, because that blue will say, hey, I'm here. So that little bit of blue is residual, instant residual light that's trying to creep around there. Okay. But I know you guys see it already. And that's all I really need for that. There's not much detail there. Okay. And I'm gonna shape that rock a little more so it can be a little more lumpy and bumpy. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Okay. And actually, whatever color I'm gonna use for light gray or white or whatever, I'm gonna reshape these mountains and get it really craggy. All right. So, but that's what I'm doing. Can you guys see this? Yeah. Can you guys see that? Yeah, it's right on the corner. This is just pure titanium white. Because once again, all of this stuff has already just, dried up. And so I'm just adding more pure titanium white to what we have. I'm just bringing the titanium white over here where you guys can see it. All right. Ugh. My TV program stopped. And as you can see, you can see it now. You see how you layer this stuff? Once acrylic paint dries, once it's fully dry, you can come on and add your super bright things to it. Don't go heavy-handed with it though. Put it in key spots. Once again, you want it kind of directional, especially when it comes to framing that hill on the front there. So you don't want to make everything disappear. Your previous coatings of color, you don't want to make disappear. Okay. Once again, I want it to be directional, so you really don't have to guess what direction this stuff is going. gives little hints here and there of the angle, direction this thing going. So if it's a little too curvy or whatever, you can always straighten it out. Let the eye know what angle, where is it going. I'm going to take I'll take a round brush. Can you guys see me? Everything's still working pretty smoothly. I have to wave my hand, say hi. I know we got a little bit of a delay that you see. Oh, that's a big delay. Well, thank you, dear. I most certainly will. I'm way behind. Let's see if I can speed that up a little bit. Usually, I can take my cursor on my YouTube page and see if I can bring it up a little bit. Nope, I already did it. Nope, I'm doing it pretty smooth. You guys can see it. There goes my hand trying to adjust it. So the finger wave part already went past. But there's a little, you know, you touch the screen, well, if you're on a phone or whatever, you touch the screen, that little red dot comes up, and that's the timeline. You take it and zip it all the way, and it speeds it up. So I already zipped past my little hand wave, and it went to the adjustment. So, but you guys might be able to, I know there's a cast reflection there, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, it's still moving around pretty good, all right. As long as it's moving around all right, I'm good. I'm good to go. Okay, let's take a little bit of yellow right here, a little touch of white right in there, and this brown. Not enough brown. Let's put some brown in there. All right. Right in here, we're gonna flat some pebbles. And not bright enough. My goodness, you'd be surprised how much white you need. Okay, it's just little dotted pebbles in there. Just put them in there haphazardly, like. When you do them, if you get a grouping of them, make sure you space out a few, so it don't look like little dots all over the place. As I'm doing this, I gotta sharpen the camera because the camera is kind of phasing out on you. But it's just me doing gravel, little bits and pieces of gravel. And I'm gonna go into a little white. Now let's go into this kind of bluish, whatever color, like that, all up in here. Well, let's do it on the. Actually, it would have to be here. It's just a little more white though. We'll brighten it up a little more. A little more titanium white. There we go. Kind of match it up a little. And just splatter little pieces. Up in here, you got a little bit. See, now you're adding little cute little rocky details into this. We definitely got some here. All right. Can I take some of this and I'm just bringing some color to the rock here a little bit. The reason why I am doing this, once again, I'm reinforcing the direction of this mountain and what direction it's actually going. This freaking tablet. There. This tablet gives me a short time limit. It's got the mountain on it. I really don't have to pay attention to it much because okay, something like that. Not much here. Okay, I'm looking. I'm gonna add a highlight, a very slight one, to bring this little guy up front to us a bit. I don't have my script liner because once again it is on the floor. It can stay there. I got this little guy here. We'll use this. It's a liner brush, not as fine as yonder script liner we use. We use a little bit of this brown. Get some water it up a little bit, and keep consistency. We'll brighten it up just a tad. And I'm going to use the point of this guy just right here. And, highlight him just a little bit there. If it looks a little bright, it's all right. It will die down a little bit. Because I want him in the front of all of that, so we'll put some little rock texture there to let people know, hey, I'm in front of this guy. Okay. Still looking at things here. Still looking at a few things. Give it a little bit of ledge here, like that. All right. Yeah, you go through a lot really to get try to get it all, where it's supposed to be. All right. Let's get a little titanium white here. I'm just being a little nitpicky right now because after this is Big Boy. And I'm just highlighting a few things just to make it, once again, stick out there. Okay, that's all. You go just the opposite with the darker mountain here. Once again, I'm just looking at things here. Just checking it out, making sure everything's cool. Nope, I got a little bit tan on that brush. I won't do that to it. Let's get a little bit of white. Sneaks in there. I'm off camera for you guys. This is a little baby brush, little tiny thing. I'm gonna come here. Brush and angle there like that. Okay. Yes, there is a lot that goes into this. There definitely is a lot that goes into it. But it's really different to paint a mountain that you're actually painting from life. Okay. And it's try to get as close to the likeness of the mountain as you can. And certain mountains have a characteristic look because they tend to photograph it from a certain vantage point, and it becomes very ingrained into your being of what it should look like. But that's the way they photographed it. Follow me? All right.
I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second, this life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take your redemption, just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon, 11-11, it's time for progression. I try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't wanna place. I wanna be
A lot of that alone. I'm still looking at little things here and there. Let's take a little bit of black, a little touch of blue black here. Just a little tiny brush. And we're gonna put in some little dark areas here, right around the edge of just all the dark stuff, just to make it look like little rocky outcrops there. Looks like little pebbles and such going in there. And it's just the black and blue I'm putting in there, just to roughing it up a little bit. All right. Let's get some more of this. We're gonna separate that guy a little bit more. Really around that edge. And it brings that snowbank out a little bit. Just like that. There's a little bit of that love going around the corner, right here. And it comes down. Just like so. Okay. So we're still messing with different planes and everything. Doing all of that. Get a little bit of water in this little tiny insignificant little brush. I'm gonna glaze some dark in here too. Just like that. Once again, you're working with contrast. Anything that's darker is gonna bring up the lighter image of whatever you got there. Like that. It brings it out. All right. There. Okay. Yep, still working in sections. And you kind of have to, even with animals, you work in sections. Okay. I am now. Remember, I got that screen, that big 45-inch screen that I'm looking at here. Let's see what I got going on here. I always have to check my phone every once in a while. Sometimes I get notifications, and I just want to see what's going on real fast. Okay, all right. I'm still looking at it. I'm still checking it out. Still looking at it. Like I said, I'm gonna rough up this. I'm gonna use the lighter color to help that out. So I'm doing it in reverse. This will be roughened up too, a little more craggy than this. Okay. All right. I think we've pretty much did that. Let's see. We are at 1 hour and 28 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Once again, I do have my auction coming up from the time of this recording. It is actually next Saturday, 8 o'clock, right after the doors. And my aim is to get up enough cash to buy a pretty good, decent 4K camera. All right. It will be dedicated just for this room. I won't need it really for anything else because I got a camera for that. But it just won't hook up to any HDMI plug. So. Oh, thank you, Fatima. If you were talking to me, I don't know if you were talking to me or Hoswina. And it's Hoswina with an H. You know, it's spelled with a G. Okay. But she's a kind soul. She's used to people, us Americans, butchering her name half to death. Okay, we can peel this off because it's dry. I think I can get away with it. It's going upward. And then we'll tighten it up that way. Make it a little even for you guys. Alright. That fella. Shoot. Put my finger here. Press the focus. Let it focus in on my finger. Alright. Alright. Now you see what's entailed in this guy. Alright. You talk about detail, I can't really play around and fudge this up. No way. No way. Okay. But I can show you the path that we're taking with it. Okay. Yes, it is a very large mountain. There is a lead peaks on this. Okay. Now, as I'm looking at it, I gotta see. Actually, I'll just darken it in a little bit more with the chalk pencil. Okay. There is a lead peak, and I'm putting it in right now. Now I'm really paying attention to it and where it is. Okay. There's actually a couple of them, so it's leading off that way. Yeah, I might as well show it to you this way too. It's there, but there's another one there that's leading up. It does do that curve. It does. Okay. Let me concentrate because there's a. Is that there? It's there. It comes down. It comes down to another peak here, and it goes. There's that one. I'm actually looking at it as a. Okay. It comes right off of here. There's a peak right here, weird, and it comes downward at an angle like that. A lot of interesting peaks on this fella. There's a triangle one here, comes down pretty much like this. It comes a little straighter though. then it curves inward because there's another. It comes down this way. I'm trying to do the main ones there because a lot of it's just a bunch of shading. Okay. There's really nothing here. I don't know why I got that there. That can be erased. We got a gentle fella coming here. Coming down there, it meets this guy. It goes up, down. It kind of splinters off because it makes a funky U-turn, comes here, and it splinters off into a diamond right here. So as I'm concentrating and looking at this, we'll erase what doesn't need to be there. Oh, chalk pencil, forgot. Why are you here? Get out of there. Okay. Actually, when you're working with a chalk pencil, what I'm doing, you don't wipe it away with your finger. That's kind of a big fat no-no. There's a weirdness going on here. It's pretty cool. It's a wedge. The wedge comes here. Comes here. There's a wedge there. Yeah, that's the other wedge. Yep, because then it comes and folds like that. This one comes out and it folds like that. It's a weird, funky wedge thing that's happening over there. Like that. So what I'm saying really is there's a darkness here. Okay, it's strange. There's a darkness here too. Got gravel here. This is like snow stuff because it gets pretty complicated. But this is one face of the mountain that's going this way. This is the other face of the mountain that's going that way. Okay. Okay. All the other fellows are going that way. It's weird. Let me think. Is it going that way? No, that's the peak. That's the peak. So I don't need that one. But each one of these sections that I'm showing you guys, each one is a separate section in itself. So there's a lot of dips and curves and all of that. Oh, okay, Fatima. The land of Gila monsters. New Mexico, Arizona, Texas. Those little knobby, ugly lizards. Ugh. Stubby. This little curve is pretty significant because it comes up and down and it continues going up like that. Very odd. But then again, everything else is going this way. Okay. Very, very strange. Actually, to be honest with you, actually that one's the correct one. When you do something like that, right? Well, I got the little softy brush. I mean, you can just wipe it away like that. The little softy brush. It's going this way. It's going in that direction. That's the true direction it's going. It's going in that direction. Okay. The other fellows, well, it's pretty much going in, yeah, pretty much in that direction. Yeah, I had it right. It's really weird. It's going in that direction. Follow me. And then there's another one right from here. Another main funky looking peak thing. I'll just do it in like this. Okay. And it's going in that direction while this one's going in that direction. Okay. and you tackle them each one just like this. Yeah, P1. Yeah. That leads to that one. All right. Like I say, very unusual characteristics of the mountain, and we're going to handle each and every one like that. And we're going to do each and every one in its sections like that. Okay. So that's what we're going to, I'm going to take a picture of this. So when I do, because I don't have no picture for the other one. So let me do that right now. And usually if it's a quick picture for a thumbnail or whatnot, I'll just take this iPhone here. And you can see the time. All right. Okay, you guys get to actually see me do this. We'll make a thumbnail of this one. We'll center it like that and like so. This is pretty much how I put the mountain on here. As a matter of fact, I can show it to you how I did it. Let me show you that. Okay. Oh, let's go to the. Oh no, let's open the program. Let's open DaVinci. Where is the, okay? Here's DaVinci. Move the D on it. Boom. Okay, it opens up. All right, I'll go to draw. Boom. And there's the mountain. We put it right on AR mode. Okay. That's the wrong mountain. Anchor not detected, of course not. Let's see if I got, nope, I don't even have the picture in there back. Leave drawing. Let's go back, let's do that again. Go to draw, put my mountain back. AR mode. So it's not doing it. Do something here. Oh, classic mode. Ah, there we are. Okay. Okay, guys. Here, let's the opacity. Let's put it right in there. There's the mountain. There it is. See how you can change the opacity of it. See. So let's put that guy there. Actually, we're almost in the right spot. There it is. Okay, so I'll take the opacity off. There's the mountain. What I drew. There's the actual mountain. See. And so what I did here, I'll just darken it. I put it on the camera stand right here. I moved my chair. I set it right here. Okay. I center it or whatever. This way. I gotta go opposite of the camera. And then there it is. And I can just lighten it to where I can see my hand. There you are. See my finger? And so I will just put that back. And then, I take a pencil and I just trace over what I need to trace over. Okay. And that's how I get the actual mountain. All right. But that's how I do it with this. Okay. You guys get to see how I do it. It costs about $10 for the program. I can put it on more than one app. I just never did, and I should. I should put it on my tablet, and I will. I'll put it on my Android. Okay, that's how I did the Wolfman too. Now, could I draw it? Sure, I could. But it's just for the sake of speed. Okay. But yeah, I can do it if I'm in a pinch or in a crunch or if I'm doing something real quick. Yeah, I just sketch it out. After I sketch out, then I just, pretty much what you see here, I just sketch it on a pencil. Then I got the actual photo on my tablet too, which is off screen. You won't be able to see it. You see, this is me online, but you're not going to be able to see the tablet. But the tablet's right below me here to my extreme right side. It's actually the tablet I would really look at your chat, but I can look at your chat from not just this phone. I can just look at it right from the PC here. So, and I think I showed that to you guys before. Where I can look at you guys' chat. Because I got two separate screens. I don't know if Oswina ever seen it, but if I switch the tab here, all right, and I think I can get away with it. There it is. Okay. But that's just the monitor. That's a big curved monitor. All right, but I can look at your guys chatting right there. All right, pass the cup. Okay. This is the new computer, but this chat is part of this, but I just brung the main screen over here and I just took the chat and brung it here. So whenever I open it up, the chat's automatically right here. All right. So, yep, trace and sketch, same thing. Same deal. Yep. So if you can get it for free, God bless you. But yeah, mine I bought, it's on the phone forever. Like I say, I'm debating whether to buy it again and just put it on my Android and put it on my tablet. That way I don't have to really worry about it. The thing about my tablet, it's so wide, I don't have nothing to really brace it. But you know, I can put it on the other phone. Now, from where this camera is, you can't see. I'll just turn it back around here. Whoops, sorry about that. I'll aim it back down here. That's a pretty good vantage point for you guys, I guess. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's tab it back now. There. All right. Yeah. So, what board do I use on my easel? You know what? That's funny you mentioned that, because I believe I can show you the back of that thing from where the well, actually, here, let's do it this way. We can get rid of this, and we'll just zoom out, out, and out, and out, and out, and out, and out, and out. All right, that's good. Let's pop the focus on it. Okay. Well, this is just a piece of paper that I got on my. This is an Ames Avery board. Okay. It's about that high. It's about this wide. All right. I got it fastened. You can't see it because I had to rip the paper for you to see the fastening bolt there. But it's a metal bar with two little nails. I just unfasten it from the back, lift it up, fasten it, and it just pops right out. All right. It's nothing but it's an old Ames board. I have to purchase another one because now I dedicated this one to this. So I have to buy another one. That's where I do my comic book art and everything, because it has the brackets on this side. I got the brackets over here this time. And it's a newer board, so the brackets are smaller and they're designed differently. But that's what I paint on. All right, can I paint without the board? Yes, I can, but it'll leave a giant mess. If you notice, there's paper in the back of this. It prevents paint splattering all over the place. So I can try to contain it all in this area. All right, but this is what you see. Let's see. Yep. And over here, right there, is the other TV that you guys were joking about because of the LED lights in the back of it glowing back in there. That's it. It's hooked to a desktop. All right, so it's nothing. It's a bigger TV than the one I got over here, and it's just a giant TV monitor for my camera. But that's all that is. This is my own personal whatever. My iPhone here. You know, this is one I take with me all over the place. This guy here was the normal phone for a couple of years, but now I just keep it here to either read it. I'm pretty sure she does. This is for, huh? No, yeah, the door is open back there. He might be back. What was I gonna say? Yeah, this used to be my carry-around phone, the Android here. All right, and you guys cannot see the tablet because the tablet, you won't even be able to. Yeah, you would. If I aimed the camera down, you would see my other tablet with the mountain on it. I'll just hold on to it. There it is. All right, but this is my this is actually this is a tablet, Samsung tablet that I actually have the mountain on. All right, and there go my row of brushes that I moved from over there on the side. That's the little keyboard that controls the webcaster. Okay. Then I got my water, and then my rubbing alcohol. All right, yeah, I have the webcaster rubber band to the side there. All right, I got my little green glycerin here, then the glycerin and white paint here. This is my tray of markers and X-Acto knives and various amounts of crap. All right, if I bring it over here, if I get out of its way and move my belly, okay, you see the mannequins, you see my paint bucket with the water in it. If I move this way, you see the palette back there and all the brushes and such. So you see all that going on back there. There's the actual computer right there. All right. And you see how everything is set up. All right. That's how everything's set up here. All right. Down below the camera is more paints and all that stuff. All of that's down there. Okay. Let's bring this back where it's centered a little bit, like so. I think we centered it like that. Let's zoom back in. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's zoom it back in. Like that. Oops. Raise it up a little bit. I think that's okay. Yeah, we're good there. Ouch. All right, who's this? Oh. Is this a piece of paint? Why did I just do that? There. All right. What was I gonna say here? I forgot what else I was gonna say. Anyway, yeah. Oh, you guys see it. Right here, right there, that's the old laptop that I've used for time immemorial. That fella right there. It's hooked to a very spider-like looking contraption. I got two of them. One's on wheels, but I can carry with me. And that one is mounted to a desk. All right, so it's got the camera on it. It's got the laptop on it. It's got a ring light. And it's got little spider arms that raise up and down, and everything moves like some science fiction film. But that's what I got over there. Yes, invite all you can, cause you'll be surprised how low these pictures are. But like I say, my main goal is really to get the new camera. That'd be a great gift for me. And plus it's kind of needed. Because once again, the only camera that gives me the quality really is that one. And that one there, it doesn't have zoom, so I can't really do anything with it. Okay, it is going on 2:45. Today's what, Friday? I probably will come back. I could have it in the auction if I would like. Hold on, Fatima. Oh my God. What, this guy? Is it this one you're talking about, or you're talking about the one with the flower painted on it? So I don't know which one you're talking about. Because I got the other ones in here too. But I do have the pours in here. I just haven't painted on all of them. But when you said colorful, instantly I thought of this guy. But I do have the other ones in here. Yeah, I got quite a few of them in here. But if you want, yeah, I can put them out there, sure. The flower on it and the woman in the background. That's been gone. No, that's not here no more. flower on it and the woman in the background. I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about the black woman with her hands out with the yellow dress. Yeah, that's gone. That's disappeared. That's been gone months ago. Yeah. Yeah, that's history. That is no longer there. And the woman's voice that you heard for Valentine's Day, what did she want? She wanted a painting of a wolf man. That's the one who got the wolf man. She's the one that wanted the wolf man. I was actually approached about that. About the wolf man. But no, I don't have it anymore. Oh, the poodle. No. You're talking about this guy. This little shit. No, this is going to Canada. No, this is going to Canada. It's fully dry, fully cured. No, old Poochie Poo will be shipped off to Canada. That's a $30 bill right there. Well, actually, it's a he. Yeah, he's going to Canada. So he's just sitting here on the board, chilling out, waiting for customs. What's going on, Larry? Yes, the catalog is online. Yes. I should post the catalog during the auction. Sure, I won't repeat what you said because it is hilarious. But I promise I won't year in on the auction. I hope it be successful. Oh yeah, I got that. That is the, it's in the back room. No, it's not in the back room. I think it's over here on the side. All the ones that are going to be in auction, I'm debating whether I should post the have the actual physical paintings here with me or just put the pictures up, because I have separate pictures with the sizes on them and whatnot. Because it's easier for me to post the pictures up, but I do have the physical paintings right about 8 feet away from me. All right. No problem, Larry. I understand, bro. Working and lurking. I understand, brother. Trust me, I do. Now, because of this, because I have to go somewhere, and I really don't want to start on the main mountain itself. But once I come back, today's Friday. Like I said, I don't know who else is on Friday. I know somebody is on, but I know Saturday's really the big day. A couple of people are on starting at 6 or so, up to 8. They're doing things, but yes, this will more than likely be done. If there's nobody doing anything, well, it doesn't matter. It's Friday, and it doesn't matter to me what time I come on. I'm just gonna finish it. And hopefully I'll be asleep, but I will. I'll knock this out. Okay, I don't think she'll be painting. I think she'll be sitting there with the Loch Ness Monster nibbling at her neck, one of her plush toys there. Because I don't think she'll be painting. But again, you never know. So, and the reason why I stopped painting is because, once again, I know I got to split, and I have to take some things apart. And then once I start getting into it, that's when things get a little crazy. I don't want to get rid of. Well, the only colors I really need is cobalt, white, and black. The white I can get rid of. The green and the blue, well, I need to keep the blue, but that's not really enough of that. So I can just get rid of it. I'll just get rid of it right now. The dog's been taken out. The dog's been fed, so she'll be all right. I don't know if Wanda has to work tonight or not. She usually works on Saturdays, not really Fridays. Now, will the rubbing alcohol affect the paint? Not really. It'll just evaporate. I'm not doing nothing with it. I'm not mixing it. So it'll be all right. When I do stuff like that, no, if I don't need it, like this blue, I don't need the blue. Whoops! I just knocked my there. That was just the frames, the empty frames. I don't need the green. The green can go away. Like all this mixed color here, it can go away. This white can go away because it's been contaminated with everything under the sun. So we scrape that away. The red and the yellow and the brown can be scraped away. That can go bye-bye. Okay. I do have a bucket right below me, right by my side. Missing that too. I got a beach towel on my lap, so that's no biggie. Okay, so we just got that spot of black right here. All right. That's the only thing that we really need. I shall take a towel, rag here. Actually, it's just a napkin from a fast food place. I'll just spray my rubbing alcohol on that. And just get rid of this stuff here. Just clean it up a little bit. And it rubs right off. It just goes away. Of course, rubbing alcohol evaporates pretty quickly, so you gotta kind of work fast here. Of course, I got some of the black on there, but that's all right. Yeah, it got me. Get rid of it that way. Do I got another tissue handy? I'm looking. Nope. Use a paper towel. And it disappears just like that. No big deal. All right. That's all it takes, ready for the next round. Now, since I'm not going to be here for a little while, I'll just take a little bit of water. Just a couple spritzes like that. All right. Take my little coffee lid, slap it on top of there like that, and that's it. That's all she wrote. As far as that's concerned, anyway. So. Yes, I do like the glass one better than my Stay Wet. Yeah. And because I mix at times my Stay Wet palette, and it's just not enough room. It's small. So I don't use it too much. Matter of fact, where is that thing? Where is that Stay Wet palette? It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I don't even know if I got painted in it. Let's see. But it's a small little thing, see? Little tiny guy. I don't remember if I got painted in it. I may or may not. Let's see what I got. Nope, it's empty and it's all dry. So it's just got the sponge. But as you can see, I think it's 8 by 10, something like that. So it's not the biggest thing in the world. But I tell you what, as you can see, it's been in many battles. You know, if I'm doing something quick or something that has a specific amount of colors, I'll use this, no problem, sure. But yeah, I'll use it. I believe I use just about every palette I got. I got the Bob Ross size palettes, which are absolutely monsters. They're huge. But I got 1, 2 of those, 2 or 3. They're hanging on the side of the cabinet here. I got stencils. I got all sorts of stuff. My airbrush is still here. It's still on. I always keep it on, but the airbrush is here. Too far away to bring. Not really. I think I can. I think it can reach over there where my paint pour station is. Yeah. But I do like the. No, I have 90% alcohol too. I use the same brand, right out the store. 90% alcohol. I get it at the dollar store. You know. I was gonna mention, yeah, I like my Stay Wet. I like the gray color. For right now, it's really it's at a good size. It's a perfect size. If I did get a big one, I would have to maneuver all my brushes because I have brushes to the side of me also. See, they're all over the place. There's more than that, but I can only turn this thing so far. Let's bring that back about here. So yeah, I got plenty of brushes. I got brushes inside the cabinet. I got brushes behind me. All right. Remember I told you I was gonna take that other brush and put the other little thingamajig on it, so I did that. You know, so I got two of them, and they're good, you know, for all that cloud stuff. You know, they're very soft. Okay, and I got them at different sizes and such. So I'll just take an old paintbrush that's been long overdue. I just take the X-Acto knife and I cut it like you would cut the old-fashioned pencils. Because there's a screw already in these, okay, and I just twist them on there. They stay. They're not going nowhere. Okay, so that's pretty handy. So yeah. Epoxy. I really gotta purchase those. They're expensive. But if I'm gonna make a purchase like that, I'm gonna buy the big ones, so I can resin my stuff. I just love the way it looks. Ever since Mo did these, and I get to see what it looks like in person. This is utterly fascinating. The colors. Well, the lights up here, there. That's the light. That's the light I have with a towel over it. Okay, it softens the light. That's the only light I have, and I don't have the ring light on. So it gives you a clear picture, and if I put glycerin on it, it's not gonna shine too bad on you. So, but yeah, the resin is fantastic. I love it. Love the way it looks. This is great. Man, it's incredible. So she did an expert job on them. They look really nice. So I do appreciate her doing that for me. Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, the resin does make them pop. No, I will not use some ceramic things to hold paintbrushes in, just for that very reason you just said right now. Because once you bump it and you hit the floor, it's over. It is over. Now, here, I'll take this one. I do have glass containers. These are like old sugar jars or whatever the hell they used to use them for. I did have the lids. I probably tossed the lids because I don't need them. No, I didn't. They're right here. They're underneath my HDMI switcher. But I do have the lids for them. But as you can see, these hit the floor. And yeah, they're not really, these are thick as shit. So, man, you have this fall on your foot, it's going to break. They got a little weight to them. But I got ones that are like, I got this one's the smallest. I got one that's about 10 inches. Then I got another one that's over a foot tall. That's for the long handled brushes. So I got those right here. They're right beside me. Then I use a lot of coffee cans and stuff. I've used the cat. She get her cat treats. And these are brushes that used to be on the side to my left. All right. And so I just use them flat. I have double side sticky tape in here. I got all sorts of crap in here. All right. Even though I use a certain type of brushes, a certain number of brushes, I got all sorts of stuff going on in here. But it's all within reach. Oh yeah. Oh, did you just put it on your owl? Really? Nice. Now I do have varnish, the regular can of varnish. I've never really used it because I don't have the room. I use spray varnish, to which I need to get some out. Come here, bastard. There you are. This is my spray of choice. Okay. It's triple thick crystal clear glaze. This is the shiny stuff here. I like the glossy. I don't like really the matte. The glossy just reminds me of, I'm just putting, because I used up the other can on my last painting. I like the glossy stuff because it reminds me of oil painting. I've never varnished my oil paintings. They don't need it. Your acrylic and your watercolor stuff does. Museum buddy, yeah. Ugh. Boy, once you bake that and it gets hard, that's another weapon. Museum putty. I had a buddy that did interesting sculptures of his characters, his comic characters, using the putty. And it turned out wonderful. He's got quite a talent. A resin alternative. Oh, see, now I can't use resin here in this place. I would have to do it outside or in the basement. The basement's a little cool. I would rather do it outside. So I can't use it. Oh, nice. Yeah, people have all sorts of creative ways to do their brush stands. You know, I always wanted to build my own oil painting stand, because you know it takes so long for them to dry. So I would have to hang them somewhere. I really don't have any room to put them anywhere for them to be just left alone. You know, I have a big issue enough with my paint pours. You know, I do have a 1, 2, 3, 4 tier stand here that I can place them on and let them and let them dry. Well, how come you just don't email them to her and just write a note? Fatima? I don't have her email to send any of my stuff. I think she just says it too fast and I don't write it down. And she doesn't. I don't see it posted anywhere on her page, so I don't know what her email is to send art to her. You have to let me know about the no resin alternative. And I probably Google it. So we at here, we're at 2:12. So I don't know how many people are going to be looking at this replay, because it's just me running my mouth talking to you guys. I used to do that too. I used to just come on and turn the camera towards me and we would just chat. So, but all right, guys, let me get things prepared here. It's just after 3, and I gotta be where I gotta be around 5 o'clock. That gives me a couple hours. But everything seemed to have worked fine. I see right now when I come on, it's best for me to just reboot the computer. Even though it's a brand new computer, I have no real complaints. It seems to be doing fine by me. I can't. I mean, the settings are fine, so it's good. I'm at 720. So you know, if you guys should be able to know how to adjust the video settings and just put it right to 720, you guys shouldn't have any issue at all. Everything should come in a little crisp and sharp. Okay. When it was at 480, I didn't like that, but it was the best I could do until I got the settings correct and did them the right way. And so that's what I did. My only setback is that when I am on video and audio, video processing is very intensive on your processor on the computer. So yes, it's best just to reboot the computer, start off fresh, and then operate it that way. So like I say, so far so good. So I'll keep it like that. I'm trying to find my exit screen here. There we are. So, all right, guys. You guys take care. When I get back, okay, he said Sonya will be on. It really depends on what time I get back and what time she comes on. I really don't want to make this a 3-parter. I just want to make it a 2-parter. So it might be extremely late at night when I do this. Maybe. Depends once again on what time she's offline. And then I'll do the mountain. It's just my postnatal drip acting up again. When I talk a lot, it happens. So, then I'll finish off K2 here. All right. So, no problem, Joswina. You guys take care, and thanks a lot. I appreciate you. Guys, enjoy your weekend if I don't see you. Okay. What else? Yep. I think that's it. All right, guys. Peace.